What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
It's showtime!
Alrighty, guys, we're back. As you can see in the... I always got to think opposite. Right there. Right there. I'm going off into the edge here. But right there, made a little Tekken overlay. It's something small, but details are everything. Huge Tekken fan here. We're playing Tekken Tag Tournament Arcade today because I am getting a Mayflash 500, the F500 Elite from Amazon today. So we'll be playing arcade games as intended with some killer art as well. We'll start off right with the intro. Yeah, God, this game is still so fucking good. Oops, moving it. That's gonna pause it. Sorry about that. So I've noticed with my recent obsession with playing all these characters is that my D-pad is a little more spongy. I wore the rubber out inside. This is a stock PS4 controller. This thing's pretty old, too. The lady got it for me when we first started dating. So we're just going to go straight to the point here. Actually, let's see here. There's something that's pretty fun. Allow same character selection. Yes. This is great. I beat it with Devil and Angel earlier, which is usually impossible. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of boring when you have two of the same character. It kind of takes away from what this game stands for. It's all about synergy and teammates.
One, fight.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're, like, 100% familiar with who you're playing as. Oh. combo drop. Focus on the left punch there. Mm-hmm. I hate this stage. The music is terrible.
Round one, fight.
Ooh, I got him on it. Nice.
You win. Round two, fight.
Aha, got it. That does so much damage. Ooh! Thought I was gonna escape that. Ah! Both jumped. Oh! Okay, that was a front throw. No, was that a back throw? I don't know. The computer or the AI always tries to interrupt you out of everything. So that's what's great about the Mishimas or the Mishimas and their EWGF is that it usually counters just about everything. What I like about Heihachi's Torture 3 is that it staggers on block, which is kind of nice. Ooh! Bad read on that.
Round two, fight.
This actually works. I'm very happy about this. I just learned this recently. The AI does not know what to do against 10 strings. That would not work against a human opponent, though, I tell you that.
You win.
God, I love the stage.
Round one, fight.
Oh, what? Keep ducking. It's a rainy day in Haran stage. We haven't gotten rain yet. It's getting lightly gray out. So I would think that your weather is coming towards us. Thanks, Dukes. There was this really good episode of The X-Files where one of the main characters of the story was able to control weather based off of his emotions. It was pretty good. So I was playing the PS2 version this weekend, and today I'm playing the arcade version. This is the way to play. This is the best incarnation of Tekken Tag, if you ask me. I've been playing this ever since late 1999. I played it religiously until about when Tekken 5 came out. Then Tekken 6 really disappointed me, and that's when I started diving back into this. I play this regularly. I got an arcade stick coming in today, actually,
You
which
win
I'm looking forward to
round
because the D-pad in this, I've been playing so much Tekken in my downtime that the D-pad feels a little too spongy. The Thor gotta... Ah! I demand the horse!
Fight.
Oh, got him! Nice!
You win. Round.
Oh, there's Kuma. Almost got out of that throw, too. That does look good. I will say, and I know you haven't seen it, so I will not spoil a thing, except for the fact that it was good. It wasn't insanely good, but it was good. The new Doctor Strange movie was awesome, so... And, Thor Ragnarok was incredible, so hopefully Love and Thunder could fill those shoes, because those are some big shoes to fill.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, you know, it was interesting. I remember you mentioned that exact same thing, and I totally feel you. For us, when we went on Mother's Day to see it up in New Hampshire, we visited Remy, made a day of it. Hold on. The theater actually wasn't all that crowded. So I know everybody has their own, like, you know, their own idea of what crowded is. Definitely not downplaying what you're saying about being crowded, but it really wasn't. Like, there wasn't a lot of people there. I'd say maybe in a regular, like, theater setup, instead of, like, you know, the stadium seats, it had flat tables so they could bring food out. Like, I think there was maybe, like, 20 people tops. It wasn't that crowded, but I totally hear you, man. Like, that's going to be something that's going to take a while for us to accept as normal again.
Round 1. Fight.
Yep. No, dude, trust me, I'm the same way. I'm as outgoing as it comes, but I'm like, stay away from me internally. So I feel you. Ah. Get away from me, man! Ooh. Ah! He's getting better of me here.
You round 2. Fight. 1.
We're just bullying the AI at this point, dude. that was a 10 hitter. Ooh, nice. Didn't realize he was gonna catch me on that. Can we get a rainbow drop? Yeah. But the so you'll notice that after a certain amount of hits, your teammate's life bar starts flashing. That's a I think that's Netsu. So that means you'll see now the life bar's flashing on Kazuya there.
You win.
That means that our teammate, our tag partner is angry, and they'll do an extra, I think, 10% damage. And it only lasts for 10 seconds once you tag them back in. Ah, double throws. Fucking throws. AI, what's it? Throws, man. Hell yeah. We could just throw back. There we go. Ooh, nice one. Whoop. Ooh, didn't think I was gonna get that. Excellent.
You win.
I love how they meditate together. This is great. That all the little intros just have so much character to them. The intros are literally like 2 seconds a pop. I would say Bart is the wolf, Lisa's the other one, right? Right? We get a new record on that? Oh, we did! Nice. 9 minutes, 50 seconds. This, of course, is because the AI is tuned up to maximum, so it takes far longer to go through all the stages. Each fight is a stage. Oh, Yoshimitsu Heihachi? Heihachi Yoshimitsu. Ace. Alright, let's see here. Let's go for Jin and Heihachi. We always keep one of our major players as a teammate. Big Dosan, he's actually really good. I was trying to pick him up this morning. He's really hard to use. Now watch as I say that, he's gonna kick my ass. Hey, what? Coming on a crouch. Got him.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Jin has reversals, which is great, especially against people who like the button mash, like the AI here. Got him.
You win.
Oh, Armor King, dude. Armor King is fucking... I fucking love Armor King. He is so good. He's such a bruiser. Zhao Yu's excellent, too. All of the characters in this game are really good. Oh, got me when I was trying to dash back and forth. She got me off throw. Nice. Ooh, nice feign, man. That was really cool. Oh, I was off by a fucking hair there. Whoops, again. Yeah, we're good. I really like the palm slap there. It's both punch at the same time. Toward neutral, both punch. Also, he does the back turn. I hate the music in the stage. It's so grating. Got him. Oh, a lot of near misses here. That was close.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
He's beating me to the punch. I try not to rely too much on the exploit that you could do when the AI is grounded. So when it's on its back, you could easily knock it back out of what it's immediately going to do. It follows a pattern, but I don't want to get into that habit because say if I start playing this against actual people, they could exploit that, and I don't want to fall into AI patterns against actual people. Ah, love it. Eddie and Harang.
Round 1. Fight.
Noogie! Electric Noogie. Ooh.
You win. Round
She keeps... I think the AI actually does a little bit of input reading. It always seems to know when I'm sidestepping exactly. And it knocks me out of it. Whoops. Got him. Right in the middle of the kick, too. Excellent.
You win. Round 2, fight.
Nice one. Good follow. Couldn't react. Had me in a while standing position. Excuse me. Got her. You're done. Get out.
You win. Round 1, fight.
Got me out of that. Shenanigans. Whoa, okay, I'm letting her take advantage of me here. No, oh, fuck, did you get me? Yeah, damn, dude. I totally let my guard down in there. Holy shit. Yeah, that's Ultra EX super hard on this, man, I tell ya. Totally dropped that combo. There we go.
You win tag battle. Fight.
I was not expecting to grab her out of that. That was fucking nice. Ooh, nice one, Ron. Ah. Oof. Got a little sloppy there. Stage 7 is mid-boss stage, so we fight the double, which is fucking awesome. Kazuya transforms into him. It's a really cool effect.
Round 1, fight.
I saw that coming. Oh, I wore that yesterday, actually. I wore that as we went out. I love that tee, by the way. almost got out of that. That was a nice read. Gotcha, Kazuya. That's actually Jin. Jin is the one with the blue pants. The guy on the ground is his dad, and the old guy is his grandfather. It's like a family triangle of fighting going on here. Yeah.
Tag battle. Fight.
Shit. Finally got me with a throw. I got you back. Ah! Throws, man. Gotcha! Not bad. 1248. That's about average. No new record. Damn it. Okay, so we have a very clear understanding that I'm very good with Yoshimitsu, Heihachi, and Jin. So let's go Yoshimitsu and Gunjack. Gunjack is a lot of fun. He's my favorite of the Jacks. Prototype Jack is just terrible. Jack 2 is fun. Gunjack is fucking awesome. Really hard to use, though.
Fight.
What's weird is I've noticed this, and this is something I do not want to get into the habit of exploiting because the Jacks are hard to use as is, but the cross chop, low chop, the AI, if you're very close, will not do anything about it. Watch. Now he does the same move to me. Does the same move to me again. So see, it's far away, right? Counted him out of that. Doesn't... Oh, he did something. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I stand corrected. Maybe it's, there we go. Maybe it's distance with certain characters? I don't know. But I've noticed that usually the AI will not do anything about the second strike.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, right in the head. See? There we go again. Oh, I love the music in the stage. Best fighting fucking music ever.
Fight.
Gotta use right whenever we break throws with him. that I could get away with that. I was gonna. Ah. Nice throw. Got him. Ooh, with the power up. Excellent. I love that move. Back right punch. That's a great laugh, man. Making my voice raspy. What do you think of the joke, Jack? Why didn't that free come out? There we go. What the hell just, I did not, I wanted to do that. How the hell did the other move come out? Ah. Too soon, but oh, we got him anyway. Nice. Oh, that was fucking awesome. That's replay worthy. Nice. That did really good damage. Holy shit. Look at his health. Oh.
You win. Round one, fight.
Ooh. How did that come out? Toward right, toward right.
Round two, fight.
You see, I wonder if I would have gotten that just counter. I was wondering if it would knock it out of his, knock us out of Ogre's throat. Oh! Yeah, those kicks are not safe on block.
You win. Round one, fight.
Oh, right over her head! God damn it. That was actually really nice. I was not expecting for that to connect.
Round 2. Fight.
Damn, dude. Okay, I did not want that to come out. God damn it, that just screwed me up. I saw that coming. Didn't do a lot of damage though. Got her on wake up. Very nice.
Round 1. Fight.
How the fuck I sidestepped that, man? I guess not enough.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Damn it, Devil. You and your laser beams. Get out of here. I love that loop. That is really good against AI. I wonder how well that works against actual opponents. Hopefully one day I find out. I would love to play people in this, man. Back like in the good old days. Didn't come out in time. Oh, I misread that throw. I would have gotten out of it.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Let's see if she can fall, or the AI will fall for it. Oh, nice. Oh, that sucked. Good night.
You win.
Yeah, I picked up on Gunjack pretty quickly. Not excellent with him. I think I'm pretty good with him. He's fun. He's a lot of fun. He's really slow and paced overall.
Tag battle. Fight.
Now she's king. Just keep mashing right punch. We'll eventually break this. it's supposed to be a rainbow drop. Damn it. Now I'm falling victim to the AI's cheese here. That was close. I was worried. New record? Damn it. Not bad. All right, so we'll go with Heihachi and Zhao Yu. Tekken 3 colors. I love the intro. Everyone's just introducing themselves to the battle nicely, aren't they? Red. Nice armbar. Got it. Very nice. Keep on thinking somebody's over my shoulder.
Round 2, fight.
Not entirely sure yet. I do have a bunch of Xbox games I like to go through, so I need to kind of cherry pick which one I would like to showcase. But right now, not entirely sure. It'll come to me within the next day or so. But this will be today, maybe tomorrow, just to test out my stick while live. And then we'll figure out what's next after that. Definitely something on Xbox. Pinball machines. That's what. I wish I could do that. That'd be fun.
Round 1, fight.
Go back to Jurassic Park, dipshit.
You win.
Hey, it's her stage. Nice.
Round 1, fight.
Yeah, left myself open, son of a bitch. Oh, he tapped into me! That was awesome!
You win. Round 2, fight.
Zhao Yu is really good. The zany intros. Jesus.
Round 1, fight.
Ow. Give it up, Eddie. He gave it up.
You win. Round 2, fight.
Nice throw. I love how the camera shifts ever so slightly. Got him. Got him!
You win.
Hey, now it's sunset. All right, I can deal with that.
Round 1, fight.
You gotta try and throw me, don't you? That's what happens.
Round 2, fight.
That was nice.
You win.
Ooh, even better. Man, this is like the stage trifecta here.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, that's a sidestep. Interesting. Noogies! Ooh, nice. Oh, man, he's kicking my ass. Holy crap. Yeah, man, you slip up against Jack, he will just rape your health bar. Heihachi's like, I don't want any part of that, youngster.
Round one, fight.
I did a parry on that one. Okay. I totally gave that up. I assumed.
Round two, fight.
Ooh, almost. Almost again. God damn it. Kazuya, come on, what are you doing? Got him.
You win. Tag battle. Fight.
I haven't had lunch yet. I had a bagel. I always have poppy seed bagel with the Laughing Cow cheese wedge and some of the everything but the sesame bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's fucking delicious. Of course, I toast the bagel. But yeah, man, I love my bagel. I love how they're nice and chewy with a little bit of crunch on the shell. Good stuff. So that's all I've had today so far. Damn it, is this the end? No, it is not. I think I'm done here. Got me right out of that. Shit. Not bad for not being 100% familiar with Zhao Yu, if I say so.
Tag battle. Fight.
almost got that off. Fuck. Dude, seriously! Fuck, I fucking hate fighting this bitch. She's such a pain in the ass. Ugh. And I can't focus too much on Heihachi, obviously, because that's half the team.
Tag battle.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Fight.
Sit down. God damn. Oy. Yeah, no new record. Fuck. All right, I'm probably going to regret this since I'm not 100% familiar with them, but let's do the jacks. I love how they kind of match.
Round one. Fight.
Really, that's not that safe on block? That sucks. I deserve that. Bear hug from a panda. All right. Three. That's it. Ooh, almost got him. See? Yep. I think we have to hold forward, because the AI is really, for some reason, is really stupid around that. Yep. I think we just have to hold forward. There we go again. We could just cheese the AI with Jack. I don't want to do that though, but that's a good, like if we're behind, that's a good way to get ourselves ahead. Let's see. Yep, hold forward. Okay. See, does it? Yeah, hold forward. Okay. Lay come. No. Hold. Oh no, not this time. That was right, bro. Oh, I steal Kazama!
You win.
Humanoid.
Round one. Fight.
just collector, no! Oh! His hitbox is huge, dude. Go ahead, tag. Oh, what? Nope, that's what I wanted to do. I love this win pose. There we go.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, it's the low sweep. Meant to do the low chop. Oh, come on, really? Oh, right out of the air. Nice. BLT. No, go for bacon, egg, and cheese on a toasted bagel, dude. Can't go wrong with that.
Round 1, fight.
Yep, jacks are not very good directly in close. That's again. It's amazing. Ah, that was a low. Why did I do that? Got him. That was a nice setup.
Round 1, fight.
guy wants to tag. Where is it? There it is. Oh, wait. There it is. Okay, we'll stop now. Ah, I should have saw that coming. It's alright. The jacks actually do have more health than your average character. Shit, that was close. I deserve that. Damn, dude.
Tag battle. Fight. Round one. Fight.
Oh! Ooh, I love that throw. They can grab you out of that. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
You win. Round two. Fight.
Ooh. I love how these guys can just throw these massive robots around like nothing.
One.
That was a left throw. Mm. Another throw. Interesting. Oh, I deserve that. That was a good match.
Tag battle. Fight.
Ooh! That was interesting. I don't know how to make the arm swing happen after you're zapped. That's something I'm unfamiliar with. I don't know how you do that. I think maybe it's back or something? Don't know.
Round one, fight.
Nice. Ooh, good shit. What? That is AI bullshit. Oh man, that sucks. Oh. More AI bullshit. I'm dead. Fuck. That's two things that people would not be able to react to right now. What? I gotta see the replay on that.
You lose. Continue. Jack 2. Gun jack. Round one, fight.
Yeah, that's where we were taking advantage of oversending.
Round two, fight.
I never thought of using that as a means to catch the AI when it hard tags. Dude, I can't get my little parries down. It's a controller. D-pad's really spongy. It's really spongy, like the rubber's worn out.
Round one, fight.
Wrong move. There we go. That was better. Nuggies! Oh shit, don't throw me! Okay, woo! And the fun part, fucking unknown, man. She's a bitch to fight against. I fucking hate her.
Tag battle. Fight.
Heihachi. I love how that wolf apparition stays above her the whole time. That is so cool. I should pay attention, shouldn't I? I love that move. It lingers and it just flicks. Linger and flick. 18 minutes. Jesus Christ. Alright, so... Dress to kill team. See if I can do any damage with these two. Come on, wake up!
Round one. Fight.
Twirling on the punch buttons, no good. That was a left. Whoa, what the fuck? We were both misaligned! Ooh, nice.
Round two. Fight.
He just grabbed me out of my EWGF. God damn it. got me. Oh, I'm still in! Oh, shit! Oh, he got me out of it. I was gonna do the low spin, fucker.
Tag battle. Fight.
Dude, this down button is too spongy for me. That was work, man. Damn. King Paul.
Round 1. Fight.
Is it right punch on this one? Yes. Noogies! Nice! I'll take a KO trade.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, nice! Right on the in-between. That was a good one.
You win.
Law. Oh, I gotta do Paul Law next.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, really? We could do a tackle from his wave dash. I never knew that. Ooh, that actually connected. Gotcha.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Lee Chaolan wins. That sounds like a
Round
fucking
1.
Disney film.
Fight.
Forget how to get out of that stance. That's a problem. She's Nina. Wiggling into him. Hey, I'm fighting myself. Nice. Counter him on the cross chop. Excellent.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Dude, that is not safe on block whatsoever. Holy shit. Yeah, perfect. The 7 golden letters.
You win.
With exclamation. Oh yeah, baby.
Round 1. Fight.
Natural combo. Nope. Just waiting for that. Waiting for an opening.
Round 2. Fight.
Dude, Tekken Tag, it's the best. Oh, my fire! I don't know how to guard against the infinity kicks. Oh, I thought I got him on that, damn it. That was a good one.
Tag battle. Fight.
That was right. Damn it. All right. Jesus! Tekken Tag, dude, this is the original and best. This is the arcade version, thanks to MAME. You see those little, like, phosphor going on there? Where you see, like, trailing frames, which is the best way to play. A little bit of scan lines here. This is my #1 favorite game of all time. I've been playing this ever since it came out.
Round 1. Fight.
Gut punched a panda wearing a bow. That's Tekken for you. Son of a bitch, I was waiting for that. Get him! Jin and Heihachi. Interesting. Chaolan here. Chaolan, I should say. Chaolan! He's the adopted stepchild of Heihachi. And he has a grudge with Kazuya. That's why they're not really good tag buddies. But they fight together anyway, because it's Tekken. That's right.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh, nice. I love that wet towel sound effect. Come on, Heihachi. That's what happens when you try and chick you with a low shot there. Come on.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, nice armbar. Thought I got out of that. Oh, almost got him! Oh, excellent fucking counter, dude. Oh, fuck! Good play, man. This AI does not fuck around, dude. This is as close as you can get to actually fighting somebody. This is excellent stuff. Good throw. Shit. He's wearing me down. Fucking throws, dude. I can throw back. Should have blocked that. That's much better.
You win.
This is a mental workout, dude. I'm telling you.
Fight.
Ah. Timing's off. Nice. Oh, I caught her. God damn, man, this is the hardest difficulty that you could play on. New record, 19 minutes, 6 seconds, 60 milliseconds. Yeah, this is EX super hard. This is as hard as it gets. And just for context, we go into game options. There we go. EX super hard. Hardest difficulty you could get. Now, do I have... Now, this isn't something that you could regularly do, but with the cheat option in MAME here, which is awesome, we could pick the same character. Now, I'm not going to do that, but we'll fuck around a little bit later. There we go. So let's see here. Let's go with someone we're familiar with and somebody we love. Bryan Fury. I got to work on Bryan. Bryan's fucking awesome. He's hard to use, though, but he's really good.
Round 1, fight.
how to block against those. I don't know the pattern. Ah! Screwed me up. It's alright, we're good. Alright, cool, man. I'll be live for about the next hour, just having fun sparring against the AI. I fucking love Tekken, man. Thanks for the heads up. Be safe, man. Be safe. Let us know what you get when you come back. Ah! Damn throws! Yeesh! The soundtrack in this game is fucking perfect, dude. I have never heard a more consistent and insanely good soundtrack like ever. Street Fighter 4 came really close. I would say that's number 2. Ah, it's supposed to be tort for. Fuck! Nope. Oh, that's right. It's mid 3 is a low knockdown. Kuni, what are you doing, baby? You gotta attack. What are you fucking doing? Good old Kunimitsu.
Round 1.
Oh, nice, dude. Ooh, double nice. Oof. What? That was not supposed to be that. Fuck. Alright, Heihachi, bring me home. For realsies. Never mind. I gotta remember, whenever Prototype Jack grabs you in the arcade here, you always want to use right punch, because he always does the choke slam, or the choke grab to the punch, and that's always a right button-based throw.
Tag battle. Fight.
Bryan is so fucking awesome, dude. I forgot how good he is. Kind of hard to use. A lot of his moves have a big wind up to them, but he hits like a truck. All of his moves are just like...
Round one. Fight.
Ooh, nice.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, what? That has tracking. Holy shit. You can easily duck that kick, as good as it is. Oh, I forgot he had the juke. Damn, I ducked. Yowzas! Fancy footwork there. Blah.
Round one. Fight.
I fucking hate the Changs, man. That, out of all the characters that I love, the only two that I will not pick are the Changs. I hate them. I just cannot stand them.
Round 2, fight.
Hello, brethren. All right, I fell for it.
You win.
Oh, yes. Now it's a fight.
Round 1, fight.
I'm gonna nickname Anna Julia Roberts. Oh, nice. Yoshimitsu? I forgot about that. Hell yeah, man. I'll take him on. He's my favorite.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, no, I fell right for it. Ah, nice catch.
You win. Round 2, fight.
Oh, I love that hit. Why did I jump? Damn D-pad.
You win. Tag battle. Fight.
Two throws in a row, son of a bitch. Haha, no way, Jose! Sorry there, Zhao you wannabe. I see what you were trying to do there. Oh, no new record? Come on! Boo! So let's see, what are our character... Oh, really? What? No. That can't be right. I think it's characters that we beat arcade mode with? It has to be. Let's see here.
Forrest Law.
I love the hair. The hair is so great.
Round one, fight.
Low, shit. Oh, nice one.
Round two, fight.
Nice armbar. Oh, I missed by that much. Got me. Fuck. That was supposed to be a back two, not a straight up two.
Tag battle. Fight.
Damn throws, dude. It's gonna be the enemy here. Oh, almost got that off too. Oh, what? Damn, dude, that was work. Holy shit.
You win.
still have to warm up to them. It's been a while since I've dove into Paul and Law.
Round one, fight.
Paul Law! Splice! Get out of here, girl! Jesus, stay down! Ooh, what'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
Round two, fight.
Mwah! Man, it must be cold for Law. He uses nipples as a weapon.
Round one, fight.
Should've saw that coming. Ow. Ooh! Low palm slaps. I don't know how to do that. Why didn't the Torg 2 come out? What the fuck? Ooh! Nice counter!
You win. Round two, fight.
Oh, that was supposed to be an up forward 3! Chicken, nice. Yeah!
You win.
Nice. Love it. Oh, and it's Ogre. Nice. Even better.
Round one, fight.
What? Bullshit. Yeah, dude, Law is fucking awesome. Lee is the one with the silver hair, but I know what you meant. Law is really good.
You win. Round two, fight.
Nah, dude, this is one of those rare games that I just stuck with throughout ever since its release, and it's so good. It is just impossibly good. Like, you know, every fighting game you play, it's gonna have broken characters and a few imbalances, but at its core, dude, like the gameplay is consistent. I remember the entire crew I used to run with back in the arcades. Like, there was me and like 3 others were the top 4 in the entire arcade. And when we battled, it came down to the timer. And the timer was set to 60 seconds, so not 99. And yeah, dude, incredible matches, great fucking people. I remember all of them still to this day. What, 99, 9, 19, 20, 20. 23 years later, I still remember everybody. Marlon, Carl. Good shit. Carl!
Round 1, fight.
Ogre's just so weird. Well, sorry, true Ogre.
Round 2, fight.
There we go. Waiting for an opening. Ooh, that's a crumple on counter. Interesting. Oh, it's supposed to be a tor. Left himself open. Very nice. That was a good match.
You win.
I'm relying more on the back series than anything with Law. I'm still trying to memorize his pokes again.
Round 1, fight.
Paul is such a scrub. Oh, god damn it, I thought she was gonna tag out. Yeah, I'm a little over-reliant on those, and that's my punishment.
You win. Round 2, fight.
Dude, the earlier games in these series, both Tekken and Soul Calibur, it was literal virtual chess in the form of a fighting game. You didn't have these massively overpowered juggles that crossed the screen. It took 90% of your life. And in Soul Calibur, it turned into who could get off their super move the fastest. Don't get me wrong, in later games in the series, we still had those intricate movesets, but those movesets were pushed aside in favor of who could get the major juggle or major hit off first, and then the rest followed afterwards. And it's a shame because, dude, Tekken 1, very rough by today's standards, but it really shows where the series started. Tekken 2 expanded upon it and fleshed out the roster, and Tekken 3 finalized what the basics of Tekken are moving forward. So then Tekken Tag is essentially Tekken 3, which is what we're playing. Tekken 4 was a very odd experiment that played well, but wasn't well received. Tekken 5 was a true return to form, just with breakable... No, that was 6. Just with, like, ring stages, so you were actually enclosed in something. Tekken 4 had that, but it wasn't the focus. Then Tekken 6 introduced the god-awful bound system. Tekken Tag 2 brought it further. Tekken 7 is good, but it's still power move happy. So Soul 6 was good. I own it. I played it. I was excited for it. Yoshimitsu all the way, but it turned into a power struggle between who could get the biggest power meter move off first. This here, there are juggles, there are broken moves, but it's all reliant on that in-depth and intricate strategic gameplay, dude. Like, you cannot just mash buttons in this. You can mash buttons in Tekken 7 and Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2 to an extent, more so in 6 and 7. I can't really speak much for Calibur outside of 1 and 2 because I didn't really get into it as much. Soul Calibur 2 is the best in the series, but 1 is a classic. Oh, I just got out of Chains of Misery. Nice. Three and 4 Souls are my favorite. 4 is weird. I do have 4 via PS3 emulation, and I will not lie, it's actually pretty damn good, but it feels a little slower. I played the shit out of that back when it was on a 360. The 360 version had Yoda. The PlayStation version, which I emulate, has Vader, which, But at their core, it's not bad. I would say 4, in my order of favorite, it would be 2, 1, 4. 5, I never got into. 3 on the PlayStation 2, ugh. Dude, 3, Soul Calibur 3 was just god-awful, in my opinion. I'm sure there's people out there who really enjoy it, but in my opinion, 3 was awful, dude. The art direction was like... A 5-year-old in kindergarten accidentally vomited on his macaroni art. and that producer, he's like, "Oh, son, this is great. I'll present this to the art team." And they're like, "Are you serious?" It's like, "Yeah, man, it's my son's vomit and macaroni noodle necklace. Let's roll with it." Okay. Like, Yoshimitsu was a fucking octopus? Like, come on, man. What the fuck?
You win.
Ooh, Kazuya and Bake. Bake is laws? Really?
Round 1. Fight.
I will say, though, as much as I don't like Soul Calibur 4 as much as I do the earlier, well, 1 and 2, they always introduce some fascinating characters, dude. Like Setsuna, I think, or Setsuka, but the Setsu, she had the parasol with the katana in it. That's fucking awesome. And then what was the chick with the hula hoop? It wasn't Talum. Talum was introduced in 2 with the Tonfas. But, oh, the chick with the bladed hula hoop, she was fucking awesome, dude. Ivy is still my favorite. I fucking love Ivy. Not only is she like, she's essentially Madonna in the weapons fighting game category, but she's hot. And she's fucking broken in 2, by the way. 0. That's it.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Whoop. Don't want to be caught there. Oh, I deserve that. I whipped badly and got punished for it. Deserve that. Yep. Bake is actually really good. One of the guys I used to play with in the arcade, he specialized in Bake and Harang. He was really fucking good. Carl, Asian dude. Wasn't paying attention there. Wasn't paying attention again. I could have saw the sweeps coming. Damn it. Now I'm just fucking around here. Yeah, dude, Law is all about the pokes and using a combination of his strings in order to interrupt. It really throws people off.
Tag battle. Fight.
Yes, CVS kid. This is EX super hard difficulty. I always have it on this difficulty. I've been running through with all of my mains, man. Like Yoshimitsu and Heihachi. I'll whatchamacallit for you. I'll sample them afterwards. But I was doing Yoshimitsu, Heihachi, and then I was doing like Jin and whomever. Like I've been going all over the roster. But this is one of those rare games that has endured throughout the years. Like, I mean, I've played tons of stuff in my childhood as well as with streaming and throughout the years. And this is the one fighting game that I have never let up on. Now, obviously, you know, I played the shit out of the arcade version, the shit out of 3. Well, I'll explain that in a second. But with Tekken Tag, I played the shit out of the arcade version when Tekken 3 was a console release on the PlayStation. And then Tag came to PS2. I didn't really play 4. I tried it in the arcade. I'm like, so I stuck with Tag throughout. Tekken 5 came out, played Tag 5 religiously. And then 6 came out, and I was so amped and hyped for 6, dude. Like, Namco did a really good marketing campaign, but the netcode was absolutely terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. And I dropped. And then Tag 2 came out. The netcode was better, but the gameplay was just... Phantom and I were just talking about that. It was just mash happy and juggle happy. Don't get me wrong, the basis of skill is still required. You still have these intricate movesets, but the movesets are overshadowed by these juggles that could kill you. It's like now, instead of you worrying about spacing and positioning and interruptions, you're worried about interrupting into a juggle. You're not worried about anything else. So I still highly respect all of the best Tekken players. Tekken 7 looks really good. Like, I'm musician dude all the way. But it's a little too juggle and wall splat happy. That's why I always prefer this one. Always prefer this one. Don't get me wrong. Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 7, they're all excellent. But the gameplay shifted from literal fighting game chess to juggling chess. You know what I mean? True Ogre was a secret boss in 3. His name was Night Terror. Was he like the a play on like Edgemaster or whatnot? I don't remember that because again, Soul 3 I played for maybe an hour. But yeah, dude, Tekken Tag here. Now you're saying about the PS2 or PS3 version. The PS2 version played the shit out of. And then as I was going back and forth with emulating this and playing the PS2 version, I noticed that the gameplay in the arcade version is just a little faster and a little snappier. They're both the same. You can't go wrong with either. The PS3 version, the HD version, is incredible. I mean, it's the PS2 version, just up-resed, right? But if you want the true bona fide experience, play the arcade version. And even though the graphics are PlayStation 1 era, keep in mind that the Namco system, I think this is system 12 or 32, whatever system it is, it's an overclocked PlayStation CPU. So they're able to push it a little further and give it more details while still retaining that iconic PlayStation 1 look. Uh-huh. Oh, you see, I don't remember Night Terror. Doesn't ring a bell. But yeah, dude, this year, this is my #1 favorite game of all time. Like, I could play just about everybody. Just about. Like, I've gotten back into Jack 2 and Gunjack, which are awesome. Harder to use, but still a lot of fun. I picked up on them quickly. I'm trying to get into Bacon Harang. Just like side characters, no mains. Like Yoshimitsu and Heihachi are my mains. I'll show you after. Yep. Oh my god. Why did he jump? That still hit. Whatever. Oh! No thanks. Ah, shit, Kuni. Ah. I hate fighting unknown. Am I dead? God damn it. No, I'm dying. Ah. That's okay. They're not my regulars. State Sprite kicked in, man.
Tag battle.
I used to play this shit out of Paul. It's hard to tell when she's on the ground because that stupid apparition or phantom, whatever you want to call it. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna throw this. Kill me now? Okay. Yeah, you're like, high level gameplay, what's this? Out of practice. Yeah, we'll pick Yoshi and Heihachi, my two main. Jin is my alternate. I always rotate between those three. Oh, dude, absolutely. Like, I live in Connecticut, and there was a, our local arcade, Timeout. Marlon was fucking awesome. He was like the manager, and we were like really good friends. And I only entered one tournament, which I should have entered more, but I entered one. It was local. I was 4th out of like 25 people. And that was the only tournament they held, but all of the people from the tournament stuck, and we all would meet regularly throughout the week and play together. And it was me, Marlon, and this guy, Carl, this Asian dude. If you're familiar with EGM back in their heyday, Chi Chow was the one of the editors for EGM. Carl looked exactly like him. And Carl specialized in Bake and Harang. Marlon would pick the Mishimas and the Changs, actually. There's the move Michelle does where... she pulls the same move that Lawrence Fishburne did in The Matrix. So whenever he was playing as Michelle and Julie, we're like, do the Matrix, man! There was this one weird dude, I don't remember his name, but I remember exactly what he looked like. He always would pick Panda and Zhao Yu. And he'd be like, Christmas colors! And he would also pick Alex or Roger. I think the other arcade operator was Jay. He would always pick like the heavy hitters. And I would always pick Paul and Yoshimitsu to the disdain of Carl, because I would beat him, and he was insanely good. All of our matches boil down to the timer. And he's like, don't you ever pick anybody but fucking Paul and Yoshimitsu? And I'm like, no. And like, he never complained after that. But dude, he was good. And playing with that crew, I started to learn how to use all of the other characters. Now remember, this was when Tekken 3 was the thing on PlayStation at the time. So the only way I could practice like Tekken Tag was to throw on the music CD with the PlayStation's audio muted with the exception of the announcer and sound effects. And I would just practice the shit out of Tekken 3 to keep up with Tekken Tag. And then, of course, Tekken Tag came out on PS2, and I played the shit out of that. Like, I wish I would have saved my memory card data for all of the Tekken games. I've been playing Tekken since the beginning, man. I played Tekken 1, 2, 3, Tag, tried 4, didn't play it, enjoyed the shit out of 5, was disappointed by 6, kind of enjoyed Tag 2, played a very little bit of 7, but again, as I said, it falls into the combo and wall splat traps. This here, like, you really need to be on top of your shit. You really need to understand, like, spacing and, like, what moves counter properly. I never got into frame data, but I do know which moves. I always go about how things feel. So I'm like, oh, Heihachi's, EWGF 2. That's like, 2+ frames. Like, no, I know that's safe on block. That's as far as I go. Oh, yeah, dude. That was, like, there was no Tekken 5 machine that I've ever encountered in the arcade. The latest Tekken that I encountered in the arcade was 4, because my local arcade was Time Out, and there was another place called Milford Amusement Center. Exactly. Thank you, CVS. Thank you. But Milford Amusement Center only had Tekken 3, and the mall, which Time Out was in, the other arcade, had Tag. So I migrated to Tag. I mean, I played the shit out of, like, all the stuff in Milford Amusements, but Milford Amusements was more for the grandiose spectacle of new games at the time and crowds, and Time Out at the mall was all about my friends associated with crowds. And it's interesting because the arcade was kind of like a J. It was a reverse L pretty much. So in the corner, right at the corner, was the Tekken Tag machine, and then if you're facing the corner looking right, there was a Soul Calibur machine, and then behind us, so I'm facing Tag, I'm looking at Soul Calibur. Right behind me where the green screen was the ticket machine counter where you could redeem stuff for like little army men or little tchotchkes or whatever. And right next to that was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So you had the Soul Calibur crowd, you had the Tekken Tag crowd, and you had the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 crowd. And you had a few people who gravitated between all three. Marlon especially was really good at all three. He was the Marvel guy. His second was Tekken, his third was Soul Calibur. I dabbled in the Namco stuff, which was Tekken Tag and the original Soul Calibur, which, dude, Yoshimitsu all the way, man. Yoshimitsu all the way. Oh, come on, she lingers. Get out. God damn it, man, I hate fighting her. I hate fighting her so much. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Okay. Now remember, this is EX Super Hard. We have Tekken 3, 4, Tekken 5. Tekken 4, I saw at a movie theater somewhere. And that was a movie theater I frequented, so I would sometimes try it whenever we went to that theater for whatever film. So let's let this run out. So just for context, I know you fully understand here, but this is indeed EX Super Hard. I leave the life bars at +2, runtime at 99, red hit counter, and guard damage off, neutral guard off. But let's see here. So Tekken 3, yep, that was in the arcade Milford Amusements. It was the deluxe cabinet. They had a Jumbotron style cabinet where it was a Jumbotron on a platform, and then you had the JAMA harness with all the buttons on it. So I think that was a 42-inch projector screen. I remember when I first played Tekken 3, I lost my shit. I'm like, holy crap. Tekken 4 was at a movie theater. I never saw Tekken 5 in the arcades, and I never saw Tekken 6, unfortunately, in the arcades. Ah, yes, dude. The original Tekken 5 is still my favorite due to the aesthetics. Like, I wish they would have offered, because I do emulate PS3 via RPCS3. I have all the Tekkens on it. So I have Tekken Tag HD, Tekken 6, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, and my only issue with Tekken Dark Resurrection, again, is the aesthetics. I prefer the original music from Tekken 5 Vanilla. Tekken 6 is fun, man, but it's like, it's juggle reliant. Like, I try and play on ultra hard just for shits and giggles, and it's all about the, the Okizeme, the wake up. Am I saying Okizeme right? Or am I saying it wrong? But it's all about the wake up game, and you're so fucking vulnerable. At least here you somewhat have a chance, unless if you're playing like Ogre or Jack or something. But yeah, dude, this is my jam. I have played the shit out of this game. I fucking love this game to pieces. Classic, man. Thank God for MAME, dude. Seriously. I ordered an arcade stick. It's coming today. I'm using a DualShock 4. So I have the left throws, the right throws, both punch, both kick. Obviously, everything's the same. Tag is the right stick. But yeah, I tried. I was streaming. I was streaming Tekken 4. If you look at my VOD after the stream is over, I was playing some Tekken 4. I will say, and I actually have the action figure. I have the Yoshimitsu 12-inch Tekken 4 doll. It's fucking incredible because Yoshimitsu's Tekken 4 kick outfit is nuts. It looks so good. But Tekken 4 is underrated. It's the Mayflash F500 Elite with Sanwa Denshi parts in it. So I'm going to modify the stick to a bat top. I might get the Seimitsu style joystick because of the way it feels like a hapstick. So I guess, isn't Sanwa's Japanese and Seimitsu's Korean? Am I right on that? But it has all Sanwa Denshi buttons in it. But it's the, look it up, it's the Mayflash Elite 500F. Because you could use it on anything. It has a pass-through device like the, whatever it's called. I forget the name of it. I have it. But it has a pass-through, so... the only quick disconnect I'm familiar with is the dongle from the Xbox 360, but it has a USB port on the top where you plug in the controller you want to use. So if you want to use it on a PS4, you just use a USB dongle with the PS4 controller. You want an Xbox 360, you just plug in the dongle that way. So I got it because of its utility, and from what I've seen all across forums is that you're paying for the housing unit. So you're paying for the shape and size of the stick, and then everything else, as long as the stick allows for it, can be modded. So I was gonna get the Kwanba, am I saying it right? The Kwanba, whatever, the crystal. But then I'm like, wait a minute, that does look cool, and it has the LED lights on it. But that is branded and usable only on PlayStation consoles. With the way I emulate retro fighting games, Tekken Tag is mostly the thing I play. I'll play like Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, but this is my jam. So I got it for MAME and playing on PC. Oh, nice. Now you see, I'm not used to like super specific terminology. Keep in mind, the last stick I owned was the Street Fighter 4 stick that came out with the game when it was originally launched on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So I'm familiar with like manufacturer parts and like what sticks and gates you want to use. I prefer an octagonal gate. But as far as like specialty converters, like Brook converters, like what exactly is that? I don't know what that is. But I'm familiar with general terminology, and I'm mostly familiar with what I like to use. But yeah, dude, Yoshi and Heihachi all the way. I love how they meditate together.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, these are characters that I know all too well. So like you'll see, like me trying to use Law and Paul, I'm not as effective as I am with them with these two. And of course, there's things you could get away with against the AI. Oh, really? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna make a note of that. Because I would love to use a hap stick, like the classic stick that I grew up with arcades. But I'm looking that up right now. Let's see here. Brook converters. I'm gonna Google that and leave it on my phone so I can check it out after. Thanks for the heads up. Brook. There we go. Fourth hit. Oh, one of those. I was actually looking at that, the Zero Pi. Interesting. Interesting. So that's if, from what I understand, that's if you want to make your own stick or convert one. But yeah, you can see the USB output and all the little connectors for all of the pins that are on the inside of the arcade stick. Actually, back in the day, and I fucking regret getting rid of it. Newbie Tech Street Fighter 15. Dude, you are, oh my God, I'm so glad you stopped in today. See, there was a reason I streamed this today. I'm going to Google that too. Let's see here. Newbie Tech. Newbie Tech Street Fighter 50th anniversary. Yep, not 14th, 15th. Ooh. Oh, my man Drew has that. Nice. Ah, yeah, dude, it's all about that modularity, and that's why I love emulation so much. A lot of people will cry, "Oh, it's games piracy." No, it's not. If you're downloading Switch games and saying that they're yours, yeah, that's piracy. I do Switch emulation, but I do not stream it. No, thank you. Well, I did like once or twice, but that's not something I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I use Yuzu or Ryujin." So no. The way I like to emulate is for games preservation. Outside of the PS2 and PS3 HD version of Tag, there is absolutely no way to play this unless if you have the arcade game. So games preservation has its place. If I'm to emulate stuff, it'll usually be a couple of generations behind. So for me, my measuring stick will be PlayStation 3 and prior. If it's PS4, obviously PS5 or Xbox. You know, like Xbox 360 and original Xbox, I'll emulate that stuff. But like, you know, having it legit, like I do have an Xbox Series X console and I have all my backwards compatibility stuff on it, I will play through those means. But for things like this, like MAME, Duck Station, Yabaus for the Sega Saturn, FCEUX for the NES, SNES 9X for SNES, Dolphin for GameCube and Wii, you get the idea. Like, I emulate because I want to preserve the classics that we all know and love. That's why you're here. You're like, "Oh, dude, Tekken Tag, this fucking shit's awesome." That's why you're here. You're not like, "Oh, he's playing Kirby Forgotten Shore. Is he pirating or is he on the actual Switch?" And then you come in and ask, and I'm like, "No, dude, this is user." You're like, "All right, see you later." Like, I like to avoid that. And again, I don't want to be a pirate. I want to be somebody who preserves stuff. Oh, shit. Yeah. Heihachi, man, he's a fucking monster. I mean, Yoshimitsu is a little more particular to use. He has a super high learning curve, but when you get him right, he is insanely good.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, thank you for the follow. That sound plays through my headphones, so you scared the shit out of me. I don't think you'll hear that because I have it set to where audio output also picks up the emulator or PC output, so that might have been silent. But that is the jingle for when you win in Super Mario Kart. I make all my own alerts and animations and everything. I can never get the turning suicide down. Ever. It's so hard to do.
Round 1.
Move the mouse out of the way. Sorry about that. Nice. Oh, I missed kneecap, damn it. Yeah, Heihachi is a monster, dude. I love how his Tortor 3 staggers on block. That's a great setup. keep on missing a kneecap. This D-pad's a little spongy. I just realized that this morning. I'm like, why am I missing some of my, my uppercuts here? What's going on? I keep on missing a kneecap. What the fuck? Alex. I love fighting Alex.
Round 1, fight.
Dude, King, like, and that's the crazy thing. All characters are viable to some extent. Ah. Dude, I miss those days, man. King and... Oh my god. Astaroth is... Like, Jack 2 and Gunjack in this are surprisingly quick. Astaroth, for his size, was fucking quick, man. But I remember playing Street Fighter 4 on the stick, dude. And, like, there's just some stuff that, like, you can't really get accuracy-wise. And I've been playing this for so long. I don't want to, like, boast and, like, I'm playing at such a high level. But I understand this so much that, like, I need that little extra bit of viability as far as button presses go. Because I used to play with my 4 fingers. So it was left punch, left kick, right kick, and then tag. So you could hold your hand over all 4 buttons and press them accordingly, then rather than just moving your thumbs around. So it's kind of like mouse and keyboard versus controller, obviously, and honestly, so, you know.
Round 2, fight.
Will they fall for it? No, unfortunately. Yeah, if you want to play as close as possible to actually playing somebody, EX Super Hard is the way to go. The AI is a bastard if you're not going about it the right way, dude. Like, Tekken always required you to play a particular way with certain characters, and that translates perfectly into this difficulty. I swear by it. And the music, dude. God, the music in this is so good. I still have the soundtrack somewhere. I saved it.
Round 1, fight.
Dude, yes! Ooh, thank God! Dude, I was just looking at Fight Cade, and I'm like, where's Tekken Tag? There's no fucking Tekken Tag. This sucks! But, Fight Cade, I was looking into that, and it's all of essentially, like, the CPS-style games, and a couple of other, I think, MVS system games. So the Neo Geo had the MVS system. I'm sure you know all of this. But essentially, Final Burn Alpha was the original emulator that did Capcom CPS 1 and 2 system games, and then MAME took over. I think they forked it or whatever back in the day. It wasn't known as forking. But dude, oh my God. Now, the only thing is Tekken 3, Yoshi has no sidestep game. Jin is missing his key moves that I use all the time. And Heihachi has a couple of moves that I always use. So trying to go backwards is going to feel weird. But knowing that Tekken 1, 2, and 3, oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Please, sign me up. I'll have to look into that. You're giving me, like, a gold mine of things to look into today. Holy shit! That's incredible! Ah, damn it, Ogre. No, you can't do it. Oh! Got me. I deserve it. There's a bunch of games and systems on 5K too. Even consoles like any other. Really? Ooh. I mean, dude, I don't have links available. Hold on a second. I don't have links put up for anybody to use because anybody could just come on in and be like, hey, check out some porn. So instead, what I'll do is I'll send you a whisper. And you could send me the links via a whisper. I will gladly look all of those up, dude, because you seriously made my day. Thank you, by the way. But yes, link me all the good stuff. And also, there is a slight delay here. I believe with the way my internet is functioning today, there's about a 10 to 15-second delay from when you guys type to when you'll hear me respond to them. Because I see them immediately, and I'll reply to them, and the delay makes it feel like it's a little later, just so you guys know.
Round 2, fight.
Gotcha! I love that move. That was really fucking nice, by the way.
Round 1, fight.
How did he... That's fine, he's dead anyway. It's like, how did I miss that?
You round 2, fight.
Nope. Hey, none of that. Oh, I've never actually seen her do that often. That's awesome. Oh, I missed a rainbow drop. Well, he avoided it, actually. Just say, whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
You win. Round 1, fight.
Seven golden letters. That doesn't happen often.
You round 2, fight.
Nice. Nice. Throws are hard to break in this. There we go. Yeah, dude, like, I know Heihachi and Yoshimitsu all too well. I started picking up Heihachi after I got into tag because I saw Marlon, what he was doing, and I'm like, dude, Heihachi's incredible. Started practicing with him, and throughout the years, Heihachi and Yoshi all the way. With a side of Jin, I would say.
You win.
With a side of Jin. I just realized that. Oh my god.
Fight.
Oh, I love that throw. Nice one. Got him. That does so much damage. And free setup afterwards, too. Yeah, so the Moonsault Slayer, quarter circle forward one, that would never work against people in the arcade. I remember trying to use it, they would just sidestep and punch me out of it. But against the AI, it's great.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
It has some crazy collision on ow, too, which is great. That's all right, man. No worries. Thank you so much. Here, let me see. I really, really, really do appreciate that, by the way, man. Ooh, FightK.guide. Let's open that up in a new tab, and I will save that reading for later. Because I tried downloading it, and there's it follows its own set of rules. So I'm just not familiar with the front end on it, the GUI, the GUI, whatever you call it. I always called it GUI. I just learned that they call it a GUI. I'm like, it's not GUI, it's a GUI. But thank you, man. Thank you so, so much. From one arcade aficionado to the other, I really appreciate it. Ooh! Nice. And dude, I mean, as I've said, like I emulate to preserve, and I started emulating way back in like the early 90s, back when Nintendo emulation was only available through this emulator called Nesticle, and Sega Genesis was Genesis. And I was fascinated by the fact that we could actually do this because, you know, there was a bunch of Nintendo games that I used to own and wish I would have held on to and kept, but I didn't have them. So I'm like, ooh, emulation's really cool. And that was back in the day when SNES 9X was brand new. And it wasn't running at full speed, but I was still playing like Super Metroid and stuff. Like, this is when we had 56K dial-up modems and I was downloading games that were like 3 megabytes. So games that are like 30 gigs now took the same amount of time back then when they were 3 megabytes. So, I mean, I have thousands of PlayStation games, hundreds of PlayStation 2 games, 100 PS3 games, Xbox 360 games. Emulation is okay, so I don't only get the Xbox 360 exclusives, but all the N64 games that are great, NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, like you name it, I have it. Exactly, and with emulation, like there's a bunch of stuff that we would not be able to play unless if it was for hacks and shit like that. So like the Soletta View system, I think it was, back in the 90s, Nintendo had it was through the television, and you could only play Legend of Zelda games like once a week. Yep, that's the way to go, man. RetroPie, flash carts. When I used to own my GBA, I had a flash cart that allowed me to play Nintendo games on it. So I had the Game Boy Advance SP, the clamshell version that's backlit, or frontlit, I should say, that had the NES branding on it. I was playing Nintendo games on it. And Nintendo's like, emulation's bad. You shouldn't emulate. It's piracy. They released the black box NES games you could play on a GBA. The emulator I was using, Nintendo ripped off. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? That's when I worked at an arcade with Marlon that opened up years after across the hall from Time Out, and Marlon and I would play nothing but Tekken Tag and SVC Chaos. Yeah.
You win.
Good shit, man.
Tag battle. Fight.
Got her. Oops. She asked for that. I'm telling you. So you can clearly see the difference between Law and Paul and Heihachi and Yoshimitsu. Oh my god, this is great. And that's how I feel about that. New record? Damn it. So now what's interesting here is the only cheats I ever used with MAME was this, okay? I have to use, it's cool, I have to use the analog stick for the menu here. But, unlock all characters, obviously, because there was time release. I don't have the proper clone of Tekken 3 to unlock all the secondary characters. But you could unlock all the time release options. As you can see, I already did that. And allow same character selection, which is... I don't know how I feel about that. Because if you look at... You'll see here, let's let the... Oh, no, it's not going to show that. But I was playing as Devil and Angel as a team, and I showed up Devil on the, whatchamacallit, on the time attack here. But, you know, I'm curious, right? Can we have two ogres? Yeah, this is awesome. I thought it would crash the game.
Round one. Fight.
Now, I have no idea how to use True Ogre, so I'm just going to reset this. But, like, as an example, like, this I find a little weird. Like, I essentially just have one giant life bar. Now, I pick alternate colors because I want to keep track of who I'm using. But, yeah, this is still great, but it's like, there's no synergy here because it's just the same character. Ah, shit, Tombstone. So now I feel weird and my gameplay will be affected. So now we're at the other one. So yeah, what we'll do here, I don't feel right about that, so I'm just going to go a little ADD on you guys. And we'll close out one more time with Jack 2 and Gun Jack. I've been using them two quite a bit recently, and I'm really enjoying myself. They're very hard to use. It's all about the cross chops and the reach around, I guess you could call it. So I'm just figuring out their intricacies right now, and they're fun. They're hard to use, but they're fun. So you see, I may or may not do well here, because I'm still trying to figure them out as characters. I love the middle arms on Jack too. Why did I sit? I meant to do that. Oh, his throw came out. See, that's why I can't wait for the arcade stick. So I can actually have a little more control over my inputs. Ooh. Got him. Whew. 17 seconds left on the clock. And we do this win post because...
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, it's really hard to try and read what he's going to do. Especially because I can only really just use cross chops and right punch. And maybe right kick a little bit there, mid. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Yeah, you can see my momentum with these guys is non-existent. I'm still figuring out how to string all of their commands together, which is really difficult. Really freaking difficult with these guys, especially their hitboxes are so large. All of their whips are punishable, which sucks. Ah, he got me with the low. Shit.
You lose.
I know, because Bryan's awesome.
Fight. One.
Yep, can't read. Too close. Like, you have to find that sweet spot with these guys. Like, it's just about a character length away with them. So you have just enough space for the cross drops to work, and you can also avoid throws and read them a little easier. Yeah. Oh, I got our way of that. Okay, cool. There we go. Free hit. Oh, no free hit. Free hit. Okay, there we go. Should have ducked. Yeah, the jacks are not easy to use, man. They're not easy to use. You gotta get momentum going. And that momentum is really hard to get. Actually, hold on a sec here. Let's reset. And we'll go for a little bit of Armor King and Bryan, just for shits and giggles. And then we'll call it a day. I love Armor King. He's my favorite. I prefer him over regular King. He's a lot more direct, and he hits like a freaking freight train.
Round one. Fight.
Yes! That sucks, because as bad as Prototype Jack is, he's fun to use. I love his side throw where he spanks you, and then he spins, and he has Heihachi's down one, and then followed by two. But yeah, you have the Prototype, the Jack, Jack 2, and Gun Jack, which is nice. This is, dude, this is perfect to me, man. Everybody has their favorite and their preference, and this is mine. I fucking love this game, as you can obviously tell. I mean, I got an arcade stick for it, man. Why, AI? What the hell are you doing? But Prototype Jack is fun. He's like literally the worst character in the game. He's just really hard to use. He has a very obscure move list. All characters are viable. Obviously, you have tiers where others are better than others. Like, for instance, all the main characters I play as were characters I learned from all the people back in the arcade just by watching and being friends with them, and we talked strategy and shit. So, like, Bryan, Armor King, Kazuya, Bake, Horong, Zhao Yu, Kuma. Kuma was actually fun to use. Kuma Panda. Of course, Yoshi, Heihachi, and Jin. Those are my three. Yoshimitsu and Heihachi with a Jin Chaser. There you go. That's my top three.
Round two.
But Armor King is just fucking awesome, dude. I love that move right there. And then, the drop kick. 3, 4. Down, back, 4. Supposed to do that. Oh, I almost hit him with it. Yeah, back 3 is his thrust kick. Dragon Punch 2 is his uppercut. Dragon Punch 4 is his rising uppercut, but that's not safe. And 1 is a clothesline, but that's really specific.
Round one. Fight.
The AI always does that, and I hate it, because it's a habit you build up on.
Round two. Fight.
Yep. Oh, Jack? Easy. Ooh, he went below. Nice. right there. They always fall for that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, while rising, I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. There you go. Yeah, Bryan and Armor King are perfect because they're both like heavy-hitting bruisers. Armor King still has throws, not as many as King, but he's more of a brawler. King is more of a throw tech specialist, obviously. Ooh, almost got her. Hmm? I guess I'll just beat the crap out of somebody. Oh, that's right. He's the machine gun punches. Forgot about that. Ooh, nice. Almost got out of that. Go! Damn it, woman! Oh, shit! I was doing back three! Nice! Let me see the replay on that. Right! Yeah, she's knocked me out. That was good.
Battle. Fight.
Can't get anything going with them. Stick with one. She got me out of it again. I gotta stop using that. Got her. There we go. Okie wake up throw. Those are the best.
You win.
Can we go all the way? Probably.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, I wasn't blocking on that. Okay. Ooh, I got out of his throw. Nice. Not that time. Oh, nice one. Oh, damn, I got excited. Ooh, nice one. Right in the face. Get out of here.
You win.
Oh, they both their health is even. Interesting. Nice. Oh, King, speaking of dope. In the schoolyard. I want your lunch money, bro. Ooh, too soon. I hate that throw. I just hate the Changs, man. I can't fucking stand them. They're so annoying. They're so scrubby. They're effective, but they're just annoying. Dude, it is. I still have. I think it's Ever Anime. The Tekken Tag soundtrack, officially released by Namco. It's green with Jun on the cover. Like she's looking up in the intro. It's that snapshot. I still have that mint condition. I stored it away somewhere. I have that and Metal Gear Solid, two of the only soundtracks I've ever saved. And Metal Gear Solid is my #2 favorite game of all time. The PlayStation era was special, dude. Like, we had Namco releasing all of these now iconic 3D games, Ace Combat, Ridge Racer, Tekken. They were trying a lot of new things like Starblade Alpha. They were releasing all of their classic stuff through Namco Museum. Squaresoft, before they were what they are now, Square Enix. Like, they were releasing stuff like Final Fantasy. The PlayStation was just such a good fucking console, dude. I would say it's my #1 favorite, just because of the variety of the new stuff that was coming out, where developers were actually taking creative risks and chances and just doing new things. Like, Tekken was like unheard of back in the day. I mean, by today's standards, it's not much, but you could see where it all started from back in the day. But the soundtrack for Tekken and Ridge Racer, dude, oh my god. They made LPs for like rave clubs in Japan. You could find them online now. They're really expensive, but it truly was a special era in gaming back then. In the mid-90s to the early 2000s, Namco was just fucking killing it. Now, not so much, in my opinion. I mean, they're still around doing good stuff, publishing good things. Like Elden Ring is on Namdai, as they call it, Namco Bandai, Namdai. They publish Elden Ring, and they got Tekken, and I don't know what else, right? But back in the arcades with their System 12 and 32, the PlayStation games and all that, dude, it was fucking crazy. I remember getting super excited reading about Tekken 2 in GamePro. I'm like, oh my god, I love Tekken. Wow, I can't wait to get Tekken 2. That's what King has to say. Yep. And you see, the thing with the PS2, man, don't get me wrong. I always go where the games are. Like, I had a PS3 on launch day. I traded it in favor for a 360 because that's where all the games were. I mean, I had Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, and a Blu-ray copy of Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. But the 360 had Gears of War, it had Halo. I mean, dude, all my friends were on it, so obviously I gravitated towards the 360. But PS2, in my honest opinion, absolute shit hardware. 4 megabytes of VRAM. I still have the issue where they were talking about the PS2. And when Kaz Hirai, I believe, did the keynote speech for the PS2, he gave away the specs, and there was a collective groan across the room from all the developers when he said the PS2 only had 4 megabytes of VRAM. That was the same amount of VRAM as the N64. And at the time, Capcom was porting Resident Evil Code Veronica to the PS2 for like an after-launch game. They didn't say what it was, but obviously it was Code Veronica later on. And he said, we're having a hard time making it look as good as it did on a Dreamcast. don't get me wrong. There are excellent games for the PS2. Final Fantasy X. Backwards compatibility, for instance. Tekken Tag. Tekken 5. Twisted Metal Black. Ico. Shadow of the Colossus. Like, it's not about the hardware. It's about the games. But, dude, PS2, for hardware. But the games are incredible. But PS1, by far, if you judge it, not on hardware, obviously PS2 is better, but if you judge it on the games that came out in that era, PlayStation just annihilates PS2. Don't get me wrong, I would say it's more of a closer to a tie, but PS1 for me, and it's not just a nostalgia, it's just looking at things in general. I mean, dude, this year, Tekken Tag, I have it paused, obviously, but this is PS1 hardware, just souped up and overclocked. That's all it is. Game Boy Color, I never really had one, so I can't speak on its behalf. But GBA was great. Just, I hated the fact that the sound processor sucked. I mean, if you played like Super Mario World or A Link to the Past on GBA, it sounded terrible. Metroid Zero Mission, as good as it was, not Zero Mission, sorry. Fusion, as good as it was, I hated the recycled bosses. The soundtrack was interesting, but just the sound was The sound wasn't that very good overall. Oh, why did I just jump there? Ah. You can see all the throws the AI likes to use, dude. This is ridiculous. That's death right there. Nice. But the Game Boy Color, man, like, what's really interesting about Nintendo, I'll pause it again, because when I like to monologue, I like to focus overall. Nintendo, I can't stand them as far as business practices go, but you cannot deny, and I say the same thing every time I talk about this, you cannot deny what they did for the gaming industry, as far as in the States. Like, in the UK, you had the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore and all that, so when when Atari crashed here in the States, the UK was doing fine because they had more of those like DIY home consoles that also had games on them. A lot of programmers that we all know and love today cut their teeth on those systems at home, okay? But in the States, if it wasn't for Nintendo, we wouldn't have what we have today. And when you look at their hardware, they're very smart with their hardware. They're the only console manufacturer and publisher / developer on the planet that makes an absolute killing on profits. Because like when Sony mass produced the PS1, PS2, PS3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. Microsoft produced the Series X, the 360, the original Xbox One, the original Xbox. They took a massive cut on hardware sales, but they made it back through licensing and software, right? But Nintendo, they recycle their hardware, but not to the point that you think they just slap it in a new piece of plastic, with the exception of the Wii, because the Wii was fucking terrible. To quote a developer, the Wii is a fucking pair of GameCubes duct taped together. Like, I hated the Wii so much. The games are great, but I fucking hated the system so much. The Wii Sports Pack-In was the best game on it, hands down. But anyway, like, when you look at the Game Boy Color, it was essentially a portable Nintendo. When you look at the Game Boy Advance, it was a portable Super Nintendo. When you look at the 3DS, not the 3DS, I'm ahead of myself. When you look at the original DS console, it was a portable N64. When you look at the 3DS, it was a portable GameCube. They're very smart when it comes to hardware decisions and making the best games out there, but business-wise, dude, they're like the mafia of the gaming landscape. They really are. Like, that's the reason the Ultra Games label existed back in the late 80s and early 90s, because Nintendo had a very strict publishing deal for everybody. Like, I think you could only release 5 games a year. So, you know, Konami, they had all these games they wanted to release. It was like, what do you call it? Like an offshore. There's a particular name I'm thinking of, and it's not coming to me. But essentially, you make a fake company, like a proxy, in order to, like, seem like it's legit, but it's not. So the Ultra Games label was Konami. But it was law, so they got away with it. But yeah, dude, like Nintendo, oh, God. When I think of their business practices, man, terrible. However, it's a shame that, what's his name passed away. He passed away right before Breath of the Wild came out. You know who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name. I'm thinking of Harada, but that's Tekken. But, like, dude, he took a pay cut when Nintendo wasn't doing well. Like, you could tell that dude gave a shit. Now it's like, oh, you're making scans of Mario 64 strategy guide that everybody loves, cease and desist. Oh, another Metroid 2 remake, a passion project that's probably better than Metroid 2 Samus Returns, cease and desist. Music and videos on YouTube, cease and desist. It's like, dude, you're undercutting all the people who love your shit. No wonder why people have a disdain towards you, man. Come on. Like with Mugen. I don't know if you know what Mugen is. Customizable 2D fighting game engine. The community wrote a letter to Capcom and SNK saying, hey, we understand the gray area of legal matters regarding Mugen and all of the sprites we use, but understand it's a passion project. You know, can we still do this? And Capcom and SNK wrote an official letter back and said, we totally identify that this is a passion project and we really respect that. So as long as you guys aren't making money off of it, you could do whatever you want. Why couldn't Nintendo do that with all of these passion projects that came out that pay homage to Legend of Zelda and Metroid and Mario? Dude, they shut down all these fucking Mario games like Kaizo. Well, I don't know if they shut down Kaizo Mario, but you get where I'm going with this. They're like, no, you can't do that, but we're making Super Mario Maker. Isn't it awesome? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Dude, oh my God. And now, did you see the HD collection that's coming out? It's a fucking joke the way they're handling it. Sonic Mania is the way to go. Sonic Mania, in my opinion, is what would have happened if SNK did a Sonic game, dude. Because back in the day, SNK, when you saw those SNK arcade games on the MVS system, and like laundromats and Chinese restaurants, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, the animation in those games was just fucking mind-blowing. Like, you look at Garou, Mark of the Wolves, or The Last Blade 2, or even older games like Samurai Showdown 2, which I feel is the best in the series. That's my personal opinion, of course. Or Metal Slug, dude, your brain exploded, and Sonic Mania looks exactly like that. It's crazy. Sonic Mania, oh my God, Sonic Mania was incredible. It's one of my favorites, man. Jack and Wang. Oh, in the wrestling ring, nice. Jacks are always easy to fight against. You never really saw a lot of Jack players in the arcades. Oh, shit. Because they're really hard to use. You saw, like, just for fucking around, but when they got serious, you never saw anybody use these guys. I almost forgot it was Bryan for a second. I forgot how good he is, man. Bryan is no fucking joke. He's a little hard to use because of his wind-ups, but he is really good. He can really fuck with people. Play mind games with him. But dude, Sonic Mania, like fucking, like, incredible. Chef's gift, as they would say in France. It's kind of good. It's incredible. Oh, nice. I got a little greedy there. I gotta stop trying to wiggle around when they're closing in, because that's just a death sentence. That's not safe on block? Dude, you know, I never really got into the 3D Sonic games because, like, I was a Sega kid growing up because I really wanted a Sega Genesis. My grandmother got me one, and I was totally content with Sega Genesis until my cousin got a Super Nintendo, and I was like, dude, holy shit. So I grew up idolizing the Sonic games. And what I really love about the Sonic games, especially with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, was the character-driven plot. Like, Knuckles was against you, but you see Dr. Robotnik betray him. And, like, just thinking about it, I'm getting major goosebumps. Sonic 3 and Knuckles was, like, the absolute best game in the series. And a lot of people will argue that Sonic Adventure is better, but it's different. And I never got into the 3D Sonic games. Like, when the Dreamcast launched, I worked at Funkland, by the way. And I had a Dreamcast shortly after launch, and I owned Crazy Taxi and Soul Calibur. And just like with PS2, I played the absolute shit out of Soul Calibur on a Dreamcast. I mean, I emulate it every now and then. I gotta try it with my Fight Stick. We're gonna have to do a bunch of Fight Stick games this week. But the Dreamcast with Soul Calibur, dude, oh my God. But looking back at, like, the 3D Sonic games, like, I tried playing Sonic Generations recently. Like, I purchased it when it was on sale for, like, $5. And one day I decided to stream it. I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. I was like, ugh. Sonic 4? Sonic Mania? That's what I'm talking about. Sonic, unless if they do something that's truly mind-blowing with 3D, Sonic is best left to 2D. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm sure, you know, plenty of people out there enjoy the 3D Sonic games, and that's fine. But from somebody who grew up when they came out, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, like, those were something truly special. And I'm sure that, you know, kids who grew up with the Sonic Adventure games and, like, you know, Sonic Legends and all that, whatever it's called, I'm sure they will say the same thing. But, you know, going way, way back to when Sonic first came out, like, the 3D games, like, they're kind of missing something. They're not bad, don't get me wrong. I mean, even Sonic CD, I completely forgot to mention Sonic CD and how good that was. And I loved how Sonic Mania took those bonus stages in, right? That was kind of 3D, but it stuck to its 2D roots. So Sonic, in my opinion, feels best left to the 2D playing. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I was waiting for that. Yep. Ooh, almost got him out of it. Ooh, that's not. I'm good. Nice. I love the hit effects in this. Hit sparks are awesome. Every character has their own. Ooh, Ogre. Oh, that's right, because in Tekken 3, all the characters that were not present, like Armor King, Bake, blah, 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 their mid-boss is Ogre, because Ogre, as far as the story goes, killed all of them. GDME that replaces the disk drive and lets you play. Ooh, that's awesome. There are a handful of pieces of hardware that I regret getting rid of. Number one, I had a mint in a box Sega CDX, sold it. I had a Dreamcast, sold that. I should have kept that. And then also I had a Super Famicom. It wasn't mint in a box, but it was mint condition. And I had Super Metroid, Super Famicom cart, mint in a box, as if I'm like, guys, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to go buy Super Metroid at Target. That's the condition it was in. I regret getting rid of those. However, I see both sides of it, but for me personally, I like to archive and save everything. And if I had to archive and save all the ROMs I have on my hard drive, I have like 10 terabytes worth of ROMs, dude. It's crazy. I would need like an addition to my house to put all the games I have. I prefer emulation due to all the bells and whistles and like things you could fiddle with. But my man Drew is a collector, and holding his Dreamcast or his TurboGrafx 16 or his Game Boy Micro. I had the Game Boy Micro 35th anniversary Famicom edition. That thing was like literally like, it was small. Like it was like half the size of this. Like it literally was like this big. I regret getting rid of that. I do prefer emulation overall, but you can't beat collecting either. I know, right? Dude, I wish I could have hoarded all that stuff. But I'm like, you know what? I have the ROMs. I have the ROMs. But there's a few things that were super special that I do wish I would have held on to.
Round one, fight.
Ah, he got me. Because it all started with when I was, I can't fight and talk at the same time, I need to focus. When it all started with the NES, and I downloaded like Contra, Kirby's Dream Land, Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Metroid, like all the mainstays. Like I didn't have them all, because I mean, back then I had a Pentium 133 megahertz with like a, I think it was like a 200 megabyte hard drive, dude. So like things were really different. And a 56K modem to download all of them. And also sites were much harder to come by. Now you go anywhere. Cool ROM, ROM's fun. There's a shit ton of websites out there. But I started with archiving all the games I grew up with. And that's where my ideology stems from. Like if I had the NES and I was downloading them, I would have been like, okay, I want to have both. But as far as emulation goes with like the palette editing and like ROM hacks and stuff, translations, fan subs, like, you know, games that are like no longer available, like emulation all the way. Games preservation, dude, in today's gaming landscape where everything's behind a paywall, or stores that say you buy something and then the store goes away and your console shits the bed, those thousands of dollars that you spent on your console is gone. Emulation, man, it's a way to go. Oh, I thought it was Yoshi for a second. I'm like, wait, Bryan just threw me. Yep, exactly. And dude, I mean, I have like 1,086 PlayStation 1 games. I have the library. I'm archiving my PS2 stuff as we speak. I just finished the PlayStation 3 stint. PlayStation 3, I have about 90 games, all the good ones, the Uncharted stuff, Killzone, Resistance, Fall of Man, Last of Us, Tekken games, Street Fighter games. Street Fighter 4 looks beautiful, by the way. But like archive.org is great, but for somebody who's been doing it for like literally 20 years, like I've had this stuff on my hard drive since like 3-4 computer generations ago. And it's really interesting too, because the majority of the games I downloaded from way back in the day, they're timestamped for when I originally downloaded them. So if you want to go back, I'm just like, holy shit, this is crazy. And I've been emulating Tekken Tag here at least since like mid-2000s. Because I had the PS2 version, and I'm like, wait a minute. I want the legit kosher like arcade version. So here we go. And that's why MAME is incredible. I think for MAME, I have like 780 arcade games or something like that. Like all the greats, all the Capcom greats, all the like, you know, the Data East, Capcom, Namco, all those like weird offshoots, all the stuff that like you just don't see anymore. You know what I mean? But it's great with the way technology is today. It allows us to preserve things, and with the way going further it has gone, it's really cool to see what people have done. I mean, dude, cheats and all this stuff, it's crazy. And now I have HLSL turned on. It makes things look a lot better. That's why you see the ghosting and whatnot on the screen. I had it off, and I'm like, this still looks good, but everyone's like, dude, you got to use HLSL with scan lines and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. Like, this is how it look. Well, I mean, this is not a CRT, obviously, but this is as close as you're gonna get. And I think it's hilarious that the 1-up fight or the 1-up arcades are like $600. You know, we were at like Walmart like a few months ago, and I'm like, oh, Mortal Kombat 2, $300. I've had that for years on my computer. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, the cabinet's cool, but not the same, man. For people today, it's great, but for genuine people who grew up like me in the day and age, not the same. It's great, it's just not the same. Ah, come on, now I'm not paying attention. All right, see, this is why I pause when I monologue, because now the AI is gonna fucking ape the shit out of me. Ooh, nice. Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch! Exactly, dude. And, you know, that's where I started with when you first came in earlier. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I love conversations like this. This is why streaming is the best. With arcade sticks, I think actually I mentioned it to you, where it's like all you're really paying for is the unit you're housing all the buttons in. So you could pay like $400 for like the Quanba Dragon, but then you could pay like $100 for like the Fightcade 300 and put like Sanwa Denshi parts in it. It's all about what you want to do. Modularity, dude, is the way to go. That's why PC, best gaming platform of all time. You can play shit from years ago. Nothing's behind a paywall. You can install shit. You could uninstall shit. Blah, 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 blah. You can play however you want. If I wanted to play Tekken Tag in a non-legit way, I could use an N64 controller if I wanted to. If I really wanted to go further and ruin my thumbs, I could use a Dreamcast controller if I wanted to. I got them all here, man. I feel like a vendor on the streets. Yo, kid, check this out. I got it all, man. I got Dreamcast. I got PlayStation. I got Xbox. I got it all. Like, I have all these controllers here. If I wanted to use my Xbox Elite, I could use it. But PlayStation, I grew up playing Tekken on PlayStation, obviously. So that's why I use a DualShock 4. But I will say, man, I can't wait for that arcade stick because this D-pad has turned into a sponge, and I don't like it. Doesn't feel right.
Round 2.
But yeah, dude, like, you're paying for the nostalgia. That's what you're paying for. I mean, my man Vincey purchased the X-Men vs. Street Fighter arcade machine, which is cool. But compared to the original hardware, And then now they're charging more for it. Like, the Terminator 2 arcade machine, it was a quartermonger, dude. Like, it's still awesome. I actually streamed that a couple of weeks ago. It should still be in my VOD. Without HLSL, I'm sorry. But, you know, I was just, you know, reading online, you know, YouTube, watching videos and shit, and, like, there were feeds saying that, hey, they just released a 1-up arcade Terminator 2 machine. And I'm like, first impression? Oh, dude, I've always maintained my controllers. Like, I have, like, a little bin to my left over here, and underneath the top, I have, like, 2 of each controller. Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Nintendo NES, Sega Genesis 3-button, 6-button, N64, Super Famicom. I have it all. And I always, throughout my years of growing up with games, I would always take them apart and maintain them. That's how my controllers always lasted for so long. because I always hated how they like the buttons got creaky and like your hand sweat would kick up in there if your hand sweat a lot. Mine recently started to sweat a lot and it went away, but I would always open them up and maintain them. And the only reason I'm not opening up the DualShock 4 here is, number one, it's a pain in the ass, but number two, it's like I have like another 3 backup controllers, and this is what I just used to fuck around, so I'm deliberately not opening this up yet until I absolutely need to, but I have my stick coming later today, which I can't wait to open up. I already have art to customize with and everything. I already know what to get. Oh my god, really? You are banned. Get the fuck out of my channel. I hate shit like that. Buy viewers! But then when you go to get partnered, they see that, and you can't get partnered. That Games Legends Ultimate Cabinet. You can install coin ops. Ooh, dude. That's cool. Now, does that use a CRT classic tube? I would imagine not, because that's what made arcade games so expensive. You're paying for the custom cabinet, the custom circuitry, obviously, and the CRT tube. Is it like a flat panel with like emulation or something? I would assume it's flat panel. Good old JAMA harness. I used to own a Super NAS arcade system. I regret selling that.
Tag battle. Fight.
I hate that mix-up so much. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, dude, MAME has, I mean, you could only emulate... Nice pause, by the way. You could only emulate so much, but MAME does a great job with, like, phosphor and scanlines and all that stuff. Like, I'm surprised I haven't used HLSL before. I hate fighting unknown so much. We're gonna cheese her a little bit here. The AI always props up when I hit the ground flat. Ooh, almost got her out of that. Ooh. Damn it, Willen, go down. Ugh. I've been watching some YouTube videos because I want to get the right colored buttons for my stick. I'll actually show you guys real quick what I got. Oh, new record. Nice. So what I'll do is I'll just let this run. I'll put my initials in. I always used to put ace in. Like you'll see, it's just ace, 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 ace. Ooh. And keep in mind that all of these times are EX super hard difficulty. Really hard to make it through when you're using characters you're not used to. So I'm going to leave this pause and just give me a second here. I'll leave that open so OBS doesn't uncapture that. So I'm going to open up Photoshop here. And I'll show you guys the art I have for the Mayflash here. I'm a graphic designer, so I already cleaned all of this up. So let me go ahead into OBS here. And let me get, let's see here, video 1. Photoshop CS3, will that work? Maybe not. Nope, that's nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Ah, perfect. So this is the art I got for the stick. Obviously, let me shut off my my webcam here so you guys can see. So the window is captured. That's all we need. But you'll see here, this is the this is Tekken 3 art that I cleaned up. I color correct and I color correct and do some light softening on it. So you can see these are all the buttons here. Yeah, exactly. Now it sucks. I'm like, Paul's face is cut out. Eddie's face is cut out. Li Wulong's face is cut out. But, you know, I don't like those guys. But red is the bleed over. So you'll see here, this is the original art. We'll shut off the overprint and the layout. So this is the art here. And then you can see there's your bleed over, which is your edge. And then that's your button layout. So that's where you're supposed to cut it. And then these are all of your buttons. Now, this is multi-platform. So these gray ones here, we don't have to worry about those lights because on the F500, all of those mechanics are here. So this is your start button, this is your joystick, and then you have your 8 face buttons. So this here is going to be, these are going to be red, these 4 here. This is going to be yellow, and then these are going to remain black. Yeah, now you see, I got to look into that because I don't know which buttons to pick up in order to put the artwork in. But if I wanted to do the artwork, all I need to do is just redo these circles here and just fill those back in. So that's easy. I just put this original one in and just cut and paste that. So that's easy. But yeah, that's the layout there. So that's the art. It's plexiglass. I believe you're fully aware of that. That's plexiglass based. So you just replace and put in what you want, which is really cool. So got an X-Acto knife. I got everything all set. So with that said, guys, I am going to bid y'all farewell. And I am going to call it a day. Dude, CVS, it was an absolute pleasure having you stop by today. I'm glad you were here for some Tekken action. I will be back tomorrow with more of this. My stick is arriving. It should be here within the next couple of hours, so I'm going to be fiddling with it. And I'll certainly be doing some arcade emulation this week. So I'll catch you guys later. I'll leave you guys with an animation. So CVS, you could see what I do here on the channel. I do all of my own animations, alerts, sounds, everything. Overlay, everything you see here is done by me. So I leave you with something excellent to wrap up my day as well as translate to your day. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure. I love when there's people here to chat. I just love this stuff. That's why I do what I do. Enjoy the animation. This is Street Fighter Alpha 3. My style. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much.
It's showtime!
All right, I promise one more. You got me excited. Check this out. One more, and that'll be it. I promise.